Hello and welcome to this week's version of the Battle Yawn podcast. I have with me my good friend Jadon.
That's me.
How are you doing today, Jadon?
I'm doing all right.
Doing good? That's good. That's great.
You gonna introduce yourself, John?
I'm John, by the way. If you haven't noticed, if you haven't listened to the last two, my name's John.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure we were on the same page.
Yeah, it's a good page to be on.
Yeah.
We just got back from Hastings.
We did.
Hastings is a great place.
Actually, yeah. I mean, the only thing that you can't buy there is a car.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, if you want movies, if you want, books, of course it's a bookstore. If you want coffee, they got coffee.
We are not sponsored by Hastings.
Not sponsored by Hastings. By the way, we just love it.
If Hastings would like to contact us, though, I'm just saying we would.
I would talk to Hastings. Hey, Hastings, how you doing?
You doing well with them books?
And there's just something I notice about Hastings.
What's that?
I want to know if you notice this too. Just the percentage of cute girls who are around Hastings. Like today when we went there, I think I saw at least 3 extremely cute girls.
Can confirm.
Can confirm. Confirmed. Confirmed.
Confirmed.
Was it confirmed?
It was definitely confirmed.
Definitely confirmed.
Especially with the cashier.
Oh my goodness, that cashier. Oh, geez.
I think her name was Ashley.
Ashley the cashier.
It's a good name.
Girl. So, like, this girl was so cute that we had to buy an item.
It's true.
We had to buy an item so we can talk to Ashley.
And normally we're cheapskates, so...
Definitely normally we're cheapskates. $15,
that was kind of,
a lot of money.
I kind of can't eat food for the rest of the month.
I really hope that's not true.
You don't know what it's like being a college student.
I know what it's like.
No, you don't.
Don't laugh at me. But no, Ashley was very cute. She was like more of that, not like supermodel cuteness. It was more like homegrown girl next door cute. Girl next door cute.
I don't know about that one because I've never had a cute next door neighbor.
Well, I mean, just think about that kind of cuteness that you'd expect from like movies, and that's what I'd categorize her.
Okay.
Like, girl next door cute.
I just want to bring up something. You said she's not Hollywood cute, but then your first comparison was Hollywood.
It was Hollywood. I know. I mean, like, you don't expect this person to be like, I'm going to go take glamour shots now.
That is true.
Yeah, so, like, not the pretentious kind of cute looking.
But the actual, like, I guess you could say honest.
Honest cuteness. Yep. I'd definitely classify her as an honest, cute chick. And she was very nice. Very, very friendly person.
Yeah.
I was like, she was addressing you instead of me.
No,
But that's just because you're the customer, right?
That's true. She was actually addressing John.
No.
Secretly.
Nah.
I could tell.
What?
She wanted him bad.
That's not how this works.
She wanted him bad.
What? No.
And only I was standing in the way.
No.
I'm like, you guys can't do it in the store. That's not legal.
Nope.
And John was like, yes, with his eyes. And Ashley, she was like, yes.
I was giving her the yes eyes.
And she was looking back.
She looked at me twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
First to check you out and then to say yes.
Okay, all right. That's all you need to know. But I didn't say anything because I was like, this chick works at a bookstore.
John,
probably down Jadon's alley, I think. I thought that you would also like to talk to Ashley, so I was just letting you make your move.
No, John, see, you didn't need to talk to her because with a love that pure, words are not necessary.
Maybe I do. I don't know. I have a problem where I just like fall in love with chicks for like, first instant I see them, just like, oh my goodness. I wonder what my life would be like with that chick.
You know what I wonder? What would it be like if in like the Batman trilogies,
yes,
they swapped out Batman with Mr. Bean?
That would be a great show.
Could you imagine? I just want to take a minute there. If everyone could imagine Christian Bale, but take off Christian Bale's face and put in a Mr. Bean.
Yep.
And
instead of like bat stuff, it's just like beans, just picture of beans. It's like, get in the bean mobile.
Like coffee beans, lima beans,
instead
green
of like
beans.
Instead of saying bean, he'll just go Bleh. You know how Mr. Bean does? He only says bean.
Yeah.
Bean. That'd be amazing. He'd be like, I finally caught you, Mr. Bean.
Man.
And he goes, oh no, you're not going the show would completely rely on the antagonists for all the dialogue.
Well, I mean, it played just like
Like
Zelda.
a Mr. Bean.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly, exactly, yeah.
Link never talks.
Everyone else would have to take the incentive to talk.
Yeah,
because the main character would not talk
at all,
and it would
which
be
would
amazing.
make it much more better.
like he would throw his batarangs at them, or his beanarangs. His beanarangs, and then they'd just be like, "No, don't use a beanarang at me."
A beanarang.
Beanarang, that would be amazing.
I can't get past this.
I'm pretty sure that would also kind of beanarang. Yeah, you know, I don't think that's a smart name for a thing, actually.
But I still think it'd be funny.
Yeah, it's definitely hilarious. I'd watch that though.
I'd pay good money for
that. That would take over my slot of Harvey Birdman.
Harvey Birdman.
Harvey Birdman for favorite superhero.
Attorney at law.
Yeah. Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law, is my favorite superhero.
It's true.
Definitely.
He's not normally considered by many to be that special of a hero, but deep down, we've all got a soft spot for him.
Deep down. I mean, like, seriously, we all do. We all get a soft spot for Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. He's a great superhero. I mean, what powers does he has? He has a freaking badge on his forehead that gives him the power of flight, for one.
That's true.
And the power to win cases. That's I mean, he used to be a real Superman, like superhero in the 80s.
Well, he's still a real superhero, man.
Like, I think in the 50s and 60s, he was a real superhero. But I think Hanna-Barbera, the cartoon company who produced that show, wanted to create something on Adult Swim.
Oh,
I think so.
It was marketed for Adult Swim, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. It did air on Adult Swim, and I believe, I'm not positive, I haven't done any research on this, that Hanna-Barbera took a whole bunch of characters and were like, all right, we're gonna make a funny show based on these characters, and they figured that Harvey Birdman would be funny as a main character. It's like the Space Ghost. Like Space Ghost, which is another funny superhero thing that also aired on Toonami, I want to say.
Yeah, you see, I wouldn't know about that because I haven't watched it.
Oh man,
I feel bad.
Oh man, Jadon. I'm sorry. Tomorrow we're gonna watch a bunch of Space Ghost. You'll like Space Ghost if you liked Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. It has a different feeling. It's more like a talk show with a cartoon as the host of the talk show.
That sounds good.
It's pretty good. I like it. It.
I don't know. There's a lot of weird things out there.
Many weird things.
Like, you know that I'm attending BSU, right?
Yes, I know that you're attending BSU.
You're planning to go there next semester.
Yeah, right? Well, I was going to go there this summer, but then I saw those prices and my wallet cried.
You don't take summer classes unless you're rich.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. And then Ashley suggested I take summer classes.
Which I find both endearing and kind of sad, because that's a lot of money.
That's not going to happen.
But yeah.
I told Ashley that. I was like, I looked at those prices and decided, nope, not going to happen. I'm just going to have one hell of a summer.
There is one thing you need to know before you show up on campus.
Tell me about it.
When you're walking on campus
yes.
towards the Student Union building, you're going to see a black bell. If anyone asks you to touch it, to lick it, to do anything near it regarding it, say no and walk away.
Is that the P bell?
Close. More like the jizz.
Nasty.
It's disgusting.
Is that like what you have to do to be a part of the frat house or something?
And I think some sororities. I'm not kidding.
Oh, well, okay.
So, and I'm sure that they clean it occasionally, but I just wouldn't take the chance.
Screw fraternities and frat houses.
Why do you say that?
I mean, they're just a bunch of dicks.
Just as a general principle?
Just as a general principle, they're full of a bunch of dicks. I mean, physically, yes.
Well,
both fraternities and frat houses are both going to be full of a bunch of dicks.
He's not wrong in that case.
I mean, like, frat houses normally house bros. And as we found out last week, bros are good at helping old ladies push cars.
Yeah, so I'm not getting why the whole anger against frat houses.
Well, I mean, that's true, but I mean, normally they are just a bunch of dicks. Come on.
Well...
Have you ever been, like, past a frat house and not, like, been like, those assholes?
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. I know, right?
I wanted to say it's wrong, but then I would be lying. And again, that's just my personal feeling. But still.
I mean, personally, I don't find them to be nice people. I go up to them, I'm walking around BSU. They're like, "Hey, do you want to join Kappa Kappa Kappa?" And I'm just like,
Ooh.
And I'm just like, you know what? No, guys, I think I'll pass. And then the guy had like the nerve to insult me. He's like, you're not good enough to join Kappa 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 anyways.
John, do you know what you Kappa?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Just making sure we're on the same page.
I did that on purpose.
Okay, just wanted to make
and
sure.
Then he goes back to his like frat bros who all
It's fat bro.
What? There's got to be at least one fat bro, and the rest are frat bros. Then all of them have like, you know, the cutoff shirts.
Oh yeah.
All of them have their hats turned backwards. They got the stickers on the hats. I don't
understand.
They got the stickers on the hats. I don't understand the hat turned backward thing either. That's dumb.
Well, I mean, I guess it's a fashion thing, but like the general purpose of a hat was to keep the sun out of your eyes.
Exactly, right?
At least that's what I thought.
You know, and then they like go, "Oh man, it's sunny out." So they wear sunglasses with white frames. 95% of the time, white frames.
Yeah.
Yeah, white frames for frat bros. Backwards hat, white frame, tank top. Frat bro.
You know, a lot of people don't want to admit it, but everyone pretty much judges on looks.
Oh yeah, everyone. Yeah. Everyone. You do it. It's just instinct. That's what you normally do.
Yeah.
You see something, you judge it. It's what probably kept us alive when we were being chased by monsters and stuff.
By dinosaurs.
Like when you see something that you're not sure, and you have to look at it and you judge that thing. You're like, is that thing going to kill me? Probably. I should run.
Is that frat
bro going to judge me? Definitely.
So I'll judge him back. That ought to even the scales.
Those are some nice shoes, asshole.
I'm going to compliment you. It's like when someone cuts you off on the freeway. You are a nice person.
Well, all right, no, it's like when someone cuts you off, but then they have like a bumper sticker of like something that you really like.
Oh.
And you're just like, is that a Full Metal Alchemist bumper sticker? Continue. Your driving habits are insane, but I like it.
Clearly you are in a rush to get wherever you're going. Do not mind me.
There's a crazy lady on the road yesterday. I already told you about this, but I'm going to say it again.
Okay.
So I was coming home from Walmart, actually.
Ew.
Yeah, I know. Disgusting. Ugh. Saw people in there, didn't want to see them. So I was coming home from Walmart, and like I have this lady, and I drive a big truck. It's a very long truck.
It's not a small fry.
This lady's face was way too close in my mirror. I could see her whole face. Her whole face took up my whole mirror, which is new to me.
Was she in the back of your truck?
It was pretty much like she was in the back of my truck.
Wow.
And I had to like look back there, and then I realized that she was super tailgating me. Like crazy tailgating. If I had to make a guess, maybe less than a foot behind me.
That's some pretty mad driving.
So she was really close at a stop sign. So what I did this on purpose, is I just sat at the stop sign for just a little bit too long, and then I went. And this stop sign leads into like a two lane road.
Mm-hmm.
And then the lane on the right is for people to turn right into the subdivision.
Uh-huh.
After that subdivision passes, it merges immediately back into a 2-lane.
Oh, yeah.
And into 1 lane. So I take off, and then she turns to the right and drives down a lane that doesn't exist yet, down the intersection.
Wait, so it was still under construction?
No. So the intersection's there, right? And then after the intersection, it breaks into 2 lanes. She, in the middle of the intersection, right behind me, like there was no one else at the intersection, it was just her behind me. Uh-huh. She veers off to the right so she can go down the right turn only lane.
I see what you're saying.
Which is really weird. That's some illegal driving there. And then she speeds up. We're in like a 30-mile-per-hour zone.
Yeah.
And she's going like 60 past me.
Oh, wow.
And then, like, because the lane ends really quickly, because it's just to go into that subdivision to our right, because she just wanted to pass me on my right, she, like, pulls right to the left in front of me. And I just drove normally this whole time. I was just driving normally. I wasn't a crazy. She was the crazy. So she pulls...
Well, I mean, John, when you're late for your Boggle tournament, dude, you gotta go.
She was really old, too. She was surprisingly
Boggle,
old.
man. You can't mess with it.
So she pulls to the left in front of me, and then like the rear of her truck like whips a little bit, and she like overcompensates for that, and it whips again to the right. So I just stop. I just stopped, in the car behind me, like the guy just shrugged. And I looked in my mirror, he just shrugged. And then like she eventually saved it and then drove right up and tailgated the person who was in front of me. So I just got in the left turn lane and went into my subdivision because screw that. I'm not gonna follow that for another block. Nah. She's crazy,
John,
man.
It's not too late
I mean,
to whip it.
It was
whip it good.
Whip it real good. And it was just a Thursday.
Wow.
I mean, like,
dude, it's got to be Boggle.
It's got to be either Boggle or she was just crazy drunk. I thought that she was crazy
drunk
mad
Boggle.
Drunk Boggle lady.
You know the grannies who are sweet, and you know the other grannies, the grannies that you're like, I'm a little bit afraid of.
The other grannies are just like, I'm late for my Boggle tournament.
Then they start chugging the fireball. And just like start going.
They start like slapping their wrists like they need their Boggle injection.
Their Boggle fix. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a confirmed okay week.
Yeah, I actually got lost twice today. All I did was drive to Walmart.
You drove to Walmart and got lost in where we live?
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
How did you get lost? It's just a one-way.
John, you know me.
I do know you.
All right, I'm a terrible. No, I'm a good driver. I'm terrible at directions. I can't to save my life.
Bad directions.
No, but seriously.
What's really bad is when I have to like give you directions. I'm just like, all right, Jaden, you know you gotta turn left here, and then you don't. I'm just like, it's fine, and then I just don't tell you until like later.
Wait, when did that happen?
When we were in Boise driving around. When we went to see that movie.
Oh.
Big Hero 6.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
with you so far.
Yeah. When we were driving around, and I was just like, we gotta turn left there, and I just didn't say it out loud because I thought you knew, and we just blew past him. Like, it's fine, I'll redirect him eventually.
Eventually.
We drove.
That's
through,
the problem.
And the problem is we drove all the way through Amity, pretty much.
I think so. Well, we might have. I don't know.
We took the long way around, but we sight saw some Outback steakhouses.
Yeah, how exciting!
Amazingly exciting.
Not really. But seriously, I get lost everywhere.
Everywhere.
Especially when I first started driving, I like had to ask my dad for like step-by-step directions to things that I've gone to my entire life. Like the store. I'm like, how do we get there? It's like, haven't you been inside the car your entire life? I'm like, yeah, well, now I'm driving. It's all different.
I think that you need a GPS, bud. Sounds like you need a GPS.
Sounds like I need that as well as some help.
You need a very nice GPS.
Yeah. I don't know. It was really weird. And it was so busy too. Like I usually do my shopping at night. So yeah. I went in the middle of the day today and it was so crowded. It was ridiculous. Like almost every single spot was full. And it was really chaos navigating around the aisles too. It was weird. I don't like it.
Who would be Mr. Bean's enemy?
Mr. Bean's enemy?
Yeah, Mr. Bean Man's enemy.
I just can't.
I mean, for those of you who know the Mr. Bean thing, it's got to be the Reliant Robin guy. But I mean, outside of the Reliant Robin guy,
I still think that the Joker from the Batman would be the best anti-Bean.
I think I'd really want to see a very, very buff Kirby.
I don't know how I feel about that. Against Mr. Bean.
Against Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean dressed as Batman versus very buff Kirby. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger body with Kirby head.
You've done it. I'm at a loss for words.
That's what I want to see. And then it would be amazing, right? Totally
amazing in all the wrong and right ways.
And then every single time that Mr. Bean beats Kirby, you know how Kirby just does only smiles? Oh yeah. It'd be like Kirby would have a little smile on. It'd be the smile that hides all of its pain.
I know. It'd be no contest.
No contest.
Kirby would win.
It'd be my
Kirby
new favorite.
Kirby eats everything. He eats beans.
Kirby eats it. Oh, you're right. Kirby would win that. Shoot.
Of course he would.
Kirby
he eats everything. He would eat Mr. Bean.
He would. Mr. Bean would lose.
Because his name is Mr. Bean.
What about a Viking? What about a Viking against Mr. Bean?
Like, are we talking like actual Viking or like
actual Viking?
So
Like a raiding party of Vikings.
a raiding party of Vikings.
They'd just like
Mr.
show
Bean.
up and go, raiding party.
No. It wouldn't work out like that.
Yes, it would.
Well, I mean, it would.
Yes,
but
it would.
like, I still want to see
He would be in his bean cave, and then you'd hear raiding party,
his
and it would
bean cave.
and it would echo in the bean cave.
No. The Vikings wouldn't do that to Mr. Bean. What I want to see is Vikings like doing that to some child's like birthday party.
Absolutely.
Like, the kids, they got the cake and the candles and everything's going fine. Make a wish, Jeremy. So he's like, oh, yay, make a wish. And then he blows out the candles, and then you just hear the front door smash open, and this group of burly, fat Vikings with these beards that hang down past their chest just barrel out at the top of their lungs. Raiding party! And they just start throwing crap around.
Yeah, I'd like that. Well, it'd be even better if it'd be like right before the child blows the candles, and then you just hear raiding party, and then they're just like cutting the couch in half, throwing pillows everywhere.
They take the child's presents.
They take
as
the
their
child's
spoils.
presents, yes, and they take everything except for the child and his mother.
No. They tie up the child and his mother with the birthday celebrations.
No.
Streamers.
No, they take everything but those two, and they're just like paralyzed. Like, what happened? And then right as they like are about to leave, you just hear, "Happy birthday, kid." And he blows out the candle for the kid, and then he just like walks out. He has like some granny like slung over his shoulder.
They've taken the rest of his family.
Yes, they've taken the rest of his family, but they leave the mother and child, and he has just like the granny and the rest of the family like thrown over their shoulder.
You see, who says history has to be boring? When you insert history into modern life, that's when it becomes golden.
That's when it becomes like Abraham Lincoln in modern life would be amazing.
It'd be interesting. I would say that.
He would have a very, very troublesome time.
He goes to Starbucks. 47 years ago, this coffee was $1.
That's really expensive back then.
I know.
Really. All right, so a pistol back then, like a Colt Peacemaker, cost $3.
Okay.
All right, and that's like in today's equivalent, that's about like a $300-$400 pistol.
Wow. I guess $1 is a lot.
Back in my day, we had a coffee, and it cost $100 per cup.
Doesn't it cost that now at Starbucks?
Yes.
Real talk.
Yes, it does.
Real talk here.
Yes.
It does.
Only if you get the soy foamed caramel frappuccino, mocha caramel strawberry, no milk.
You said caramel twice.
I know. It's because that order really liked caramel.
Oh. Okay.
They just had to get it through to the barista.
They just had to make sure the barista understood.
Yep. They're like, caramel, and then caramel again.
I want caramel and caramel.
Ooh, I want you to put caramel on the bottom of the cup, and then put in my frappuccino, and then I want you to top it off with caramel. And then as he takes a sip, he's like, this is not caramel.
It is caramel.
Oh my goodness.
He throws it down in protest.
I would shoot a person. If I was a barista and that happened to me, I would shoot a person. Not really.
A lot of baristas that I know kind of look like they want to kill you already.
I would not kill a person because of that.
He would.
No.
He would.
No, I swear I wouldn't.
He's threatened to kill me on multiple occasions.
No, it's only because we lost at Heroes of the Storm.
No. he just wanted to kill me.
No!
But that's how it was. Like, seriously though, like I haven't been to many coffee shops recently just because I don't like coffee. But whenever I go, the barista always looks like he wants to kill me.
I think that's just a thing that you have to become a barista, is just look like you want to kill everyone that you meet.
Why do people want that?
Because they want their pretentious coffee served by pretentious people.
In an awkward way, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't really had that many good experiences in coffee shops.
Me neither. So this week my dad's selling his motorcycle. Yeah. And like it was really weird because he walked into my room and he like it's 2 a.m. Okay. And I'm just doing stuff on my computer. He walks in my room at 2 a.m. on a Wednesday. Uh-huh. He had to work the next morning. Yeah. And I thought it was because I woke him up. I was very scared. And then he like sits down, like he has a very stoic face on. He just sits down on my bed and he goes, "John?" I'm like, "Crap."
"What is it, Dad?
Crap.
What did I do?
Crap's
How
gonna
may I
happen."
appease you today?
He's just like, "John, I'm thinking about selling the motorcycle. I'm just like, oh, that's all. Woo! 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 He's like, yeah, I'm thinking about selling the motorcycle. I'm like, do it. I mean, it's your motorcycle. Sell the motorcycle. He's
as
like,
long as I'm not in trouble, do it.
he's just like, uh, and I think I'm going to sell the blaster too. All right, that's fine. Do it. Do that too. And he's just like, oh, okay. I thought that you would really liked the motorcycle. Yeah, I like the motorcycle, but I mean, I don't ride it that often. I don't ride it like every day. If you want to sell the motorcycle, sell the motorcycle. It's your
Yeah, I mean, it's his property.
It's his motorcycle, right? Same with the blaster.
Yeah.
He can sell that. And then he just goes, oh, well, I'm going to get another motorcycle. I'm just like, well, that's even better.
Then why were you nervous at all in the first place?
Why do you have to be nervous about telling me that you're selling the motorcycle? It's fine. Sell that thing. Buy the brand new one.
Hey, I'm selling our old Jeep to get a Lamborghini. Is that okay with you?
Buy the new one. It's amazing. You still have the other four-wheeler. We can still ride together. It's fine. And he's just like, okay then. And just like went back to his room. It's like that he was afraid of something, like he was just like, oh man, John's going to be very disappointed if I sell that motorcycle. He's going to be very
that
very
motorcycle is somehow his life.
Well, it's like when he was when the thing died. Like it died on a hard ride and we had to like leave it, and then we came back and fished it out. And I like that motorcycle.
Fished it out. Did you leave it in like a creek?
No, but we rode through some creeks, and then we had to leave it in the Boise foothills, and it was the most pain to get that thing out because it was all uphill.
Oh yeah.
And like we had to have someone like sit on it and balance the dang thing as we pulled it out with four-wheelers. And then once it was all uphill, then it turned into all downhill, and that's when I just rode the thing with no power, just all the way down the Boise foothills.
Yeah.
Only brakes.
It's, I don't know, they're not steep like mountains, but when you get out there, it's not easy.
It's not easy. No, definitely not.
Especially when you have to do something like that.
Yeah, it was in there deep. If it died anywhere later on the ride, we wouldn't have got it back.
Ouch.
But we got it back, and I was just like, well, what are you gonna do with it? And he was thinking about selling it. Then I was like, what I really like this motorcycle. I mean, would you consider repairing it? And then he repaired it. And now he's just like thinking about selling it again. I'm just like, oh, that's fine.
That's probably why he's a bit nervous. He's like, oh, he really likes it, so.
Yeah. Oh, I do really like that thing because I take it around the block, and that thing is the most fun. If you just give it too much gas, just a little bit too much gas, the front wheel comes off the pavement, and then you are doing a wheelie, and it's terrifying because I didn't know that. I did.
How could you not?
No. All right. So when you ride it in dirt, it's different.
Yeah.
You give it a little bit too much gas, you're fine. The rear tire loses all traction. You roost.
Yeah.
And then you're on pavement. That thing has all the traction. It has a brand new rear tire. It has so much traction in the back, but not very much in the front.
Oh, yeah.
So it starts to ski a little bit. But I was riding around the neighborhood after we got all the repairs done, and I see this cute jogger chick, and you know.
Was it Ashley?
It was actually an Ashley. I didn't talk to her, though.
Oh.
So
that's too bad.
Yeah. So I saw her while I'm riding this motorcycle. I'm like, all right, it is my manly duty to rev this motorcycle and
his duty
and let go of the clutch. And then I was just expecting it to go vroom, vroom, vroom. But actually what happened is the front tire came up and I went, oh Lord. And then I just balanced, and I balanced it pretty well, and I rode a wheelie past Ashley, and it was glorious.
Wow.
I didn't go back to get her name or number.
That leaves a big question. If you were going to go to all that effort just to get her to notice you.
I go through a lot of effort just to get people to notice me, but never ask for their name and or number.
That's self-defeating.
What? No.
John. It's time to be real. That's self-defeating.
We went and bought a book so we could talk to a cashier.
That's not the way it went.
That's not the way it went. We bought a book, and the cashier turned out to be cute. Well, actually, the first cashier that we were going to go to, because she had the shorter line, not super cute, and she also was married.
I'm sure she's cute to her husband.
Yeah.
Or wife, I suppose. I don't know.
Like I saw the ring, and I was just like, eh. And then I saw past her, and I saw Ashley, and I was just like, Jane, we got to switch lines here. I don't care how long that other line is. We're going to go to that other line.
And that's just the way it was.
It was amazing. So yeah, we're hitting our time limit here in 30 seconds. So we're gonna leave you with that. Cute girls, motorcycles.
Well, actually, I was going to leave him with the fact that Mr. Bean is actually Batman.
Guys, Mr. Bean's actually Batman. I want to let you all know that.
Muscular Kirby also ate Mr. Bean.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess Kirby's the best superhero. Next time. Well,
he's not really a superhero, Kirby.
No, he's a superhero, guys. Next time on the Battle Yawn podcast, we really find out what the jazz is all about. A cuckoo,